Thank you for coming back once again. And
I'm
for
so happy to be here.
Oh, we're so happy to have you. We love that you're the national spokesperson of United for Libraries. Why did you originally become involved?
Because I met Sally and friends of libraries or citizens of libraries or brothers of library or whatever the hell it was several years ago when I was first promoting a book I wrote back at the National Book Convention in DC, and it was so much fun. We just kept it up.
That's great. That's great. Well, Sage is the proud sponsor of this event. We are an academic and professional publisher. We publish research journals, textbooks, digital resources. I recently learned that you wrote 3 math textbooks.
I did.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
With my high school math teacher, who I'm still friends with, and Faye Roop, we've been friends for years, and I used to make my kids do workbooks every summer. And by the way, I was the most hated mother on the block as a result. Because I heard and understood, and I could see it particularly from my oldest daughter, how at the beginning of every school year they say at least 6 weeks behind again, and it takes that long to catch up. And so I would at the end of the school year, I'd go out looking for the workbooks, and I remember finding some that had I forget the little monster. I forget who the little monster illustrator is right now, but they have these children-friendly characters on the front of the workbook, and then you open it up inside, and it was all math problems, and I'm like, well, that's almost false advertising. That's just cruel. So I just I wanted to do something that would make it a little bit more pleasurable somehow. So Faye and I collaborated. She wrote the math part. The original idea was that I would write stories for like the word problems, every few pages, and then somehow it went from that into I wrote a word problem. I wrote a story for every page, and so one book was 4th, 5th, the next one was 6th, 7th, and then there was 8th, 9th, and by the 8th, 9th, by the way, there were no practical word problems for the concepts. In fact, it made me really not an advocate of math by that time, because I was like, well, what the, if you can't find out, when the train arrives, who cares?
Yeah.
But anyway, so for the last one, I mostly wrote stories that illustrate the concepts, and it was fun.
That's wonderful. A woman of many talents.
Well, not exactly, but it was fun.
Well, we are excited to be celebrating our 50th anniversary this year. We were founded in 1965, so we're excited about this milestone. We were wondering if there are any milestones in your career that you could tell us about.
Well, of course, there was the time I met the people from the American Library Association. That's the pinnacle. That's been nice. Sort of a lot and none. My career is one of those kind of workaday things. I just keep hacking away at it. I think the real pinnacle was the day I realized that if I never did anything but just stand up, I'm the luckiest person in the entire world. It is so much fun, especially now when I feel like the entire world is in a mental health crisis, to be in a place where everybody comes out to laugh for the night. So often people stay home and either watch something on TV or you can pull stuff up on your horrible computer. And so we have such distance between us. We're telling ourselves we're connected, but we're not connected. So to be in a place where people have come out to laugh for the night is extraordinary. It's so much fun. I get an endorphin boost, and the people in the room with me do. My goal for any given evening is that each audience member should at least fear incontinence, not necessarily follow through on it, but fear it. And I often hang around after the show and sign or meet people, and it's the nicest thing in the world.
Yeah, well, we certainly enjoy it. And we are excited to have you back at Laughs on Us as the headliner once again. You've been doing this for some time now. Sally Reed, Executive Director of United for Libraries, calls you a library rock star.
Oh, that's nice. That's high praise.
Yes. Are you ever worried that you're going to run out of things to say?
Often. Yeah, I am kind of. But, my favorite part of any performance is just talking to the audience anyways. And the thing about librarians is they're kind of funny when you get them going. Everybody is actually when you get them going. You know, you ask a couple of questions, and we're all mad as hatters after just a few sentences. So in that way, I know I never will. But yeah, sometimes I think to myself, or even say to the audience when I'm at these events, I'm like, you know, I might have said this to you before, because I can't possibly keep track after all these years. But I'll just sort of push my more current stuff to the forefront.
Well, I've never heard you repeat anything, and I'm always laughing, and we are so excited to have you back once again. So thank you so much, and we're really looking forward to it.
Thanks a lot. Happy anniversary.
Thank you.